It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. It's so great to be here tonight. And today is July 29th. It's a Friday. We're on day 7, so that means we're at the end of the master topic. For those of you that are new, well, welcome. Great to have you here. We are IFYL Inspirations for Your Life on this program. At the top right, you'll notice there's a QR code. Just take your phone, point at that, scan it with your app, and you'll be directed over to my link tree, which is, in case you can't get there, believemeachieve.com. Check out all my great content to improve the quality of your life and everyone else, including John's Daily National Day video and JCM Academy TikTok. Lots of great stuff and so many other channels you definitely want to check out. So really great to have you here. We're all about providing great information that you can choose to apply to improve your life and those you care about so much. Now, if you are coming back, well, welcome back, my friends, colleagues, and associates. It's so wonderful to have you here, and I hope some of the new people will become loyal as well. What is that master topic, ladies and gentlemen? It is How to Be a Friend series, episode number 7. All right, we've been talking all week about friendship, what a friend is, what an acquaintance is, and that too many people put others in the friend stage, and they're not even an acquaintance for very long, right? We talked last time about, how we shouldn't have a friend one-up you. People that are bad influences shouldn't be around you. People that bully or belittle you shouldn't be around you. So the importance of a good friend. So how do you be a good friend? Well, one thing is, you have to be true to yourself first, and you have to like yourself. But how do you find good friends that have values that are similar to yours? Well, try new activities. Maybe that could be going to different restaurants. It could be going to different kinds of social events, even sporting events, exercise classes. There's a plethora of things. So again, local events are best. Block parties are also good if you live in a community. And it's a great way for people to connect and meet up. And, don't be afraid to go up to someone and just strike up a conversation. I mean, don't ask them anything personal, but, strike up a conversation with them. How are you? My name is, we haven't met yet, make it a little soft chatter. Chances are they want to meet people just like you do. Volunteer. Find a cause that you're passionate about and go help them. Maybe it's a food pantry. Maybe it's some type of a charity drive. It's a great way to meet people with similar interests. Take up a new hobby, try a new sport, take a class, or join some kind of group activity. This could be a cooking class. This could be a sports class. This could be a fitness. This could be a yoga class. There could be so many different things you could be. But one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen, it's to become your own best friend. Don't depend on others to make you happy. Make yourself happy. There's so much you can do in your life to make yourself happy. And let everyone else not replace you, but compliment you. That's the important thing. I think a lot of people out in our world try to find people that are going to replace them because they don't have time to be their own best friend. So if you don't have time to be your own best friend, well, then you're not going to find any friends, because you first have to friend yourself. And then when you're a good friend to yourself, you can be a good friend to others. All right. So be a good friend to others. Remember, friendship is based on reciprocity, two-way street. Don't take too much. And if you're giving, wait till some things come back. You want it to be a two-way street. Otherwise, one of you is going to get a little bent out of shape and want to end the friendship. Now, there's a tough part of friendship. True friendship isn't always about sun and roses and everything positive. You might fight. You might fall out. It might be an argument. And some of these things can put a strain on the great relationship that you have. But the trick is to work through these things and realize that together you guys can overcome anything if you're truly great friends. Okay? Maybe you have to confront them sometime about maybe their poor behavior. And this could be in a romantic situation or just a friend situation. Maybe your friend or partner, maybe they're drinking. Maybe they're becoming so obsessive with drinking that you're worrying about them coming home safe, because maybe they're going to get in the car and they just have one too many. And these things are not easy. Of course, you can do a single intervention. You can do group interventions. And the thing is, you might fear that they might hate you, but here's the thing. If you don't take that chance, if you really believe you're meant to be together or you're meant to be great friends, and you have that much of an interest for that person, and I don't just mean a romantic interest, I mean the fact that you care about that person, it could be a platonic relationship, take the risk, especially if you've known them for a little while. And, it's going to be a little bumpy, but take the chance because there's a good shot that they're going to thank you. Now, they may not right away, but when you help them, they're probably going to come back around. So, what's the bottom line? Build meaningful relationships. But, it's not something you just snap your fingers and they just come to you. To form a good relationship, you have to be willing to be a little vulnerable. Now, I don't say to share every secret under the sun, but be a little vulnerable with them about something that you don't normally share. And then they'll probably do the same thing, and that can help you open up a little bit. And you have to trust your gut. And if you get negative people and they're not changing, you need to eliminate them, but not make it a big deal. Just cut them out of your life. And if they ask you, oh, gee, I just don't want to hang around negative attitudes. And so if you need help, you have to realize that your confidence is the most important thing. When you're confident, other people around you are going to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's got his stuff together. This lady's got her stuff together. And, confidence is something that seems a little bit hard to grasp. It's not. It's really just believing in yourself. And when you believe in yourself so strongly, some other people might get jealous. They might get envious. They might tell you that you're doing too many things. They might tell you that you're never going to get there because, you're doing so much. You're all over the place. Don't take that to heart because chances are they're saying this to you because they're not happy with their own life. And they don't like the fact that you're flopping around all these places because they can't figure out what they want. So they want to input their 2 cents. Now, maybe they mean good by it, but I don't want you to live your life the way someone else tells you should. Remember, no one has the right to make you feel inferior about yourself except for who? You, right? So let's go back a little bit about what a friend is again, right? Let's talk about an acquaintance. An acquaintance is someone that you meet, not necessarily have anything in common, but you just happen to meet them because of the fact that you're in the same group. Maybe you're in the same condo. Maybe you're in the same neighborhood. Maybe your kids go to the same preschool or grammar school or high school or grade school or college. That's a great way. That doesn't mean you guys are going to be amazing friends. It's an acquaintance. And so you both have to work at it. Now, I know when people get older, they don't always want to have friendships. Why? Because they've been burnt in the past. They figure, I don't have time for this nonsense. And you have to realize that the people you pick are important. You can pick your friends, but you can't choose your family. So if you can choose who you want to be with, I think that's pretty amazing. And you have to know that you can trust them and they can trust you. You have to be dependable. They have to be dependable. They need to be loyal. They got to listen to what you're saying. They have to have confidence that is so contagious that it not only attracts you, but attracts other people around them. And when you spend time with them, you just feel so good all over your body. You get this natural euphoria. You wonder sometimes if the person should be a professional comedian. They're not really a comedian, but they just seem to know how to touch your hot buttons to make you laugh. And that's a great trait to have. They're non-judgmental. They don't discriminate for race, religion, orientation, color. They're non-discriminatory. They're low maintenance. There's no drama. If you're busy, they don't hold that against you. And when you reconnect, it's like no time passed at all. Hey, man, sorry I didn't reach out to you. It's been okay. Oh, don't worry about it. No sweat. Listen, I was thinking maybe we can get together this week. Sure. If your friend has any or all these qualities, remind them that they are awesome. Now, this kind of positivity is what starts the fire to a good relationship. Now, when we talk about fire, like lighting a candle, there is something called flame. And a blue flame is the hottest. That's the flame is the gaseous part of of fire. And so when you make a connection and you have that spark, does it actually ignite and go into other things that get you both excited? Or does it just kind of like, oh, and then before you know it, it's kind of like taking a glass and putting it over the candle and then, oh, I guess we're just an acquaintance. I guess we really don't have anything in common. And then it goes out. And this might seem crazy to you, but a lot of people I know hold the fact that they don't have friends on everybody else. Oh, they're always so busy. They're always so negative. They never have time to talk to me. Let's quit making excuses and let's move on. If you want to have friends, you'll find friends. If you don't, you won't. It's a real simple phenomenon. But don't you dare blame others for the fact that you're not in friendships. Friendship takes work, takes practice, takes integrity. It takes the ability to become your own best friend. And when you become your own best friend, everyone around you wants to be your friend because, hey, you're the best. I mean, you're a great friend and they know it. Remember that friendship is a two-way street. Remember I said friendship. What's the difference between friend and friendship? If I was to ask you that, what is the difference between friend and friendship? All right. So a friend is a person you might be close with, while friendship is actually talking about the relationship to describe the characteristics of what you and your friend are to each other. Do you have a friendship? Do you have an acquaintance? Or are you not even connected? I think what happens a lot of times is people think way to the finish line and they don't give a chance for the relationship to get there. They just expect it to be there because that's where they want it to be. This could be romantic. This could be platonic because that's what they want today. And that's the way they want to feel. And that's the way you're going to be. Wrong. When you do that, you're going to, I don't want to use the word piss the person off, but you're going to cause that person to retract. So here's a good rule of thumb. You do something nice for someone as an acquaintance, and maybe they say thank you or they're really impressed. Don't go back again to that person until they've returned to you. Let me say that again. Don't go back to an acquaintance until they've returned back to you. Don't go back to an acquaintance until they've returned back to you. So if you see them in the parking lot or something, you can wave or you can say hi, but don't try to start a conversation. Doing so might appear as threatening to the other person. Even though it's not, they might just feel a little awkward about the fact, oh, you're here again, and I really don't want to talk to this guy, or I don't want to talk to this lady. And so it takes a little bit of a gut and a little bit of intuition to feel whether there's something there. And if there's something there, great. But you should also notice that it's not just you, that it's coming from the other person. I'll give you an example. You ask someone to hang out with you, and they do. Next time, you want to hang out with them again. Don't ask. Let them come back to you and ask to hang out with you. Maybe you ask your acquaintance or your friend to go do something with you, but they don't get back to you. It's a day, a couple days, it's a week. Don't even bring up the topic that you want to get together. They know you want to get together. If they really wanted to hang with you, they would have reached out. And you can still be cordial and say, hey, how's it going? Listen, I'm sorry to get back. Oh, no sweat. Whenever, no big deal. And so have that attitude that lets it roll off. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. Still be polite to them, but don't expect something from them. You do something for them, and suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, they got to do something for me. No, they don't have to do anything for you. You chose to do something for them because you want to be nice. Don't expect a return. Now, if you don't get a return, chances are you probably don't have a friendship. You probably have an acquaintanceship. That's when the person wants to be polite towards you and cordial, but they really don't want to build a friendship with you. You're just someone they might see in passing. You might be a neighbor, and a lot of neighbors don't build friendships. It could be because they don't want to share their life. It could be the fact that they just don't want to get to know anybody. So whatever it is, it's totally fine. But let things roll off your back. And if you ask somebody to do something and they don't get back to you for months or weeks, and suddenly they pop up, don't be like, well, gee, it took you long enough. No. Oh, nice to hear from you. Listen, starting to get back to you. No problem. Listen, can we hang out this week? Yeah, sure. Whenever you're free, let me know. And so make it very light, very airy. And when you do this, they can be like, huh, this person's really no drama. This person's really easy. Yeah, I should get to know this person a little more. That's what it's about. When we try to push our agenda on someone to say, gee, I want to become their friend, but there's no signs that they want to be your friend back, it's probably one way. Now, that could change in time, but it may not. And if it doesn't change in time, don't put all your eggs in the basket. Like, oh my gosh, I got to be Joe's friend. I got to be Bob's friend, Chris's friend, Mike's friend, right? Don't do that. There's other places you could put your eggs. There's other people you can meet. And just be playful with it. Have fun with it. Have commonalities. But if you get so drawn as I say, I got to hang out with this person. No, you don't. Hang out with the people that want to hang out with you because they like being around you. Hey, everyone. You know who I am by now. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you again this evening. I would really appreciate it if you would like, love, and support my channel by go ahead and giving us a like and making sure to comment below. What does it mean when I talk about friendship? And what does it mean when I talk about someone who's just an acquaintance or an acquaintanceship? Really think about that for a moment. Do you try to push yourself on other people? And it's not a two-way street. Or do others try to do that to you? And how do you respond to it? Do you say, hey, you know, buddy, I had enough? Or do you just kind of pull away and just not reach out to them? What happens if somebody gets pushy? And they say, well, hey, you know, why don't you get back to me? Oh, I've been busy. You shouldn't have to defend that. But chances are, if you have to do that, they're probably not a friend. They're probably going to be so much maintenance that you don't even want to be around them. Be sure to tag your friends, colleagues, and associates and share this out with everyone you know on social media. And I'll be so grateful if you go to any one of our channels, including my YouTube channel, John Space E Space Morley Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. And make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a savory piece of watermelon, a refreshing vanilla or chocolate cone, or maybe that icy cold beverage on a hot day. We'll be so grateful if those pennies and dollars will invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, and even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content. I thank you so much for stopping by IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. You know, incidentally, if you found that there was a lot of value today, but you couldn't really pull it all down, there's no harm in replaying these shows because there are a lot of powerful nuggets. Take some notes. Watch them a couple times, and you'll see that it clicks. When it clicks, you're going to start doing it in your life, and you're not even going to realize why you're doing it, but it's going to make sense. Have yourself a great rest of your night, everyone. And you know what? I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for following How to Be a Friend, and we'll have another great master topic for you tomorrow because it is Saturday. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.